G.9.2 Reflections.
I can say, I can verify by looking at the measures, lengths, angles, measures of an image to its new image to see that we all been talking about when we do it. Yesterday we did a translation. All of our new images are congruent. Same move today where we're going to do a reflection. All of our new images are congruent to the original. Reflection. A transformation in which a figure is reflected, or you know it as flipped, in a line called the line of reflection. All right. Tetris again. Explain what transformation would I have to do to get this Tetris shape to that Tetris shape? What did I do? And this being the y-axis and this being the x-axis of a coordinate plane. What would I have to do? What word did we just have a definition of? Reflection. Yep. So we could say a reflection over what? Tetris move, it would be flip it, right? But the transformation is a reflection over the what? Close. This one's the x-axis. Did we flip it? Yeah, we flipped it over. We reflected it over the y-axis. Over the y-axis. Now here, what did I do? In words that we used to know, what did we do to get from this one to this one down here? First I had to, what? Reflect it, or we had to flip it. And then what did we do? Then we, what did we know that word as yesterday? Translation. We slid it. So now, our transformation in the words we know now, we had to, what is a flip known as? We have to reflect it. We reflected it. Reflect over the what? Y-axis. Again, we reflected it over the y-axis. Over the y-axis. Was I done? No, because after I flipped it over after I reflected it over the y-axis, instead of slide, what did we do? Then, what did we do yesterday? What's another word for slide? Translation. Then translate. Translate where? Down. How many? I think it's 12. Okay, so we reflected it in the y-axis, and then we translated it down 12. So would that be x minus 12 or y minus 12? I think I heard it. That would have been y minus 12 going down. Describe each. Describe each reflection using vocab words. If the transformation is not a reflection, explain. Is A a reflection? Yes. It is a reflection of what? Reflection of a triangle to a reflection over the y-axis. This is the line of reflection right here, the y-axis. Is B a reflection? No. This one is not a reflection. It's not even a rotation, because if you rotated it, it would look like that in this quadrant right there. So it's not even a rotation. It's not a slide. It's neither. How about C? Is it a reflection?
Yes.
So it is a reflection where? Good. Reflection over the, and in this one, the x-axis is called our what? The x-axis is our what? Yep, our line of reflection. The x-axis is our line of reflection in that one. All right, complete each reflection and write the coordinates of the vertices on or of the image. So here we have our pre-image. What do they want us to do? Read, as I said, read directions per problem today so you know what they're using for their line of reflection. Here it says reflect over the x-axis. So this is my x-axis. This is my line of reflection where they want us to reflect it over. Well, is Z not already on my line of reflection? So do I need to move it? No. Nope, I don't even need to move it. So Z is already where it needs to be. Here's our new Z prime. Now let's go to the X. How far from the x-axis is my X? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got to go 6 down from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I went one over, didn't I? There we go. So X prime, make sure you label these so you know what your new images are. Now let's do Y. We are 4 on the x-axis, you got to go down 4. Now this one's Y prime. Connect your new figure. All right. So there we have our reflection over the what? X-axis. Exactly. Let's write our ordered pairs. Our parentheses, separated by a comma. What is X prime? -3, -6. Excellent. What about Y prime? Yep. And what about Y prime? Oh, it's YZ. Z prime, sorry, that's a typo. -2 and 0. There you have it. Now, let's see. There's one in your homework today. I don't know. There's one in your homework today. We don't have one in our notes like that. But there's one in our homework where we have a figure like this. And they tell us to reflect that in the x-axis. What do I need to do if I have to reflect that in the x-axis and it crosses the x-axis?
Translate it first.
Oh, I like your thinking, but nope, they just want us to reflect it. They don't want us to even translate it. Flip it.
To the left.
So if this one needs to be from the x-axis, I want to flip it on the x-axis. So how many units am I from the x-axis? This one. We'll call this one A, B, and C. So 1, 2. So my new A prime will be 1, 2 down here. We label that A prime. B, you're 1 this way, so you go 1 that way. Here's B prime. And then C, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here's my C prime. So it would look like this. What I do? Oh yes, thank you. Where'd my B prime go? Right there. And my A prime is here. Oops, come on, a new one. C prime. C prime. So that's what it would look like. They're going to cross each other. So when you have one like that on your worksheet today, you're doing it correctly. You still count your units. How far away are you from your line of reflection? But they're just going to cross over the X. They are reflections of it. Put it right there. Perfect. All right, do this one. Reflect it over the y-axis. So here's your y. This is our line of reflection. So K is 1, 2. So you count 1, 2. Here's my new K prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the line of reflection over here. J prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I have L prime. And before you go writing your coordinates on the line, look at your graph. Does it look like I did that correctly? It does, doesn't it? Am I equal amounts from the line of reflection here? 2 this way, 2 that way? Yep, I'm equal units from the line of reflection. Looks pretty good. So let's put our coordinates here. What's the coordinates for J prime?
6, 6.
6 and 6. What's K prime? What's that? Yep. And how about L prime? Yep. Next one. Alright, so I'm going to give you a couple minutes to let you do this, but now wait a minute. Are we going to use the y-axis for our line of reflection here? No, we are not. That's why I said make sure you read the directions. That's some of you working ahead now. You're going, oh, darn it, and you have to erase it. Here it says reflect over the vertical line parallel, so vertical, up and down, parallel, vertical to the y-axis that passes through the point -2 and 5. So we go -2 and 5. So it's got to be parallel to the y-axis, running vertical. So our line of reflection that we're going off of on this problem is right here. That is the line of reflection that we have to reflect this figure over. So now you count 1, 2, 1, 2. Here's my new T prime. And so on. I'm going to give you a minute now. You guys do the other reflections for A, M, and H. And then write your ordered pairs on the line, please. Alright, so hopefully yours looks like that. Because I'm equal parts away from that line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Equal parts, equal distance. So what's the ordered pair for A prime?
4 and 8.
Yep, 4 and 8. Your new T prime is what?
0 and 3.
0, 3. How many had 3, 0? Be honest. Okay, 0 and 3. How about H prime?
1, -5.
Yep, 1, -5. And M prime?
4, -3.
Good. 4, -3. Excellent. Next one. Now, due to time, we're going to just skip this one. Okay? Go to example A. There's 2 steps here. Reflect over the y-axis. We're going to do that first. All right? So, R is 1 away using the y-axis here. So, go 1 over here. Here we have our R prime. 1, 2, 1, 2. reflected it in the y-axis, but we're not done. Because there's two steps to this one. It says reflect over the y-axis, and then it says followed by a reflection over the x-axis. So now they want to take our new image, and they want us to reflect that now in the x-axis. We're not going to reflect the pre-image. We're going to reflect our new image over the x-axis. So we're one away, we're one here. And this, instead of 1 dash, it's 2 dash for the primes. The letters at Q. Instead of 1, it's 2. 1. Where are we at? 4. 7. Now, what ordered pairs do they want? Do they want the reflection, the first reflection, or do they want the second reflection?
Second, because the two are
Great. So, what's my first ordered pair we're looking for then? -2, -7. Then what?
-4.
Yep. And then the last one?
-1,
-4. Exactly. All right. So you read the directions and do. All right. So due to time wise, you don't have to do this one, but you can watch to see the last one in your notes if you want. Because on this one, you have to do a reflection in the y-axis first. 2. The -5. So there's our reflection over the y-axis. Then they want us to translate x -3, y -2. So that means left 3, down 2. Left 3, down 2. And left 3, down 2. Left 3, down 2. There you have it. So that's what it would look like on the graph for that one when you did a reflection and then a translation. Your homework is in the packet, pages 4, 5, and 6. No, pages 4 and 5 only today? 2 pages, 4 and 5.